What's up guys, it's Joseph, and this is going to be an unboxing slash in-depth overview slash comparison with the new for 2022 CMMG Banshee ZEROED. This is the Glock compatible lower, so the MkGS in armored black with a 5-inch barrel. So I've seen it with an 8-inch barrel too. And if you're familiar with the channel, I have had the original Banshee 300 in 9mm, and I've had it in quite a few videos now. I'm going to try and go over everything you see on this paper, and I haven't shot this yet, but I wanted to make a video on it first before I take it to the range and get a bunch of scratches on it. In the box you'll get the pistol, you'll get a 33 round Glock magazine, so the 31 rounder with the +2 base plate. You'll get a generic instruction manual, so this is just what they must send with everything. It's not specific to the 9mm. And then a lock in the box. And then this will come wrapped in an anti-corrosion plastic bag like the 300 did. I went with the 5-inch barrel model because I'm probably going to shoot this suppressed like 99% of the time, so I wanted to keep it shorter. That's how I run my current Banshee 300 upper, so it'll look like this except in armor black, of course. On my scale this was 4 pounds 12.7 ounces, so very lightweight. As you can see, I'm just holding it with one hand here. And that is almost the same as the 300 that you see here. So this was 4 pounds and 12 ounces. The difference is this just has a thread protector on there, but the ZEROED comes with the new Zero linear comp. So this will add about 3 ounces over this one. So if you removed this and just put a thread protector, this would actually be a couple ounces lighter, I think. I took off the upper and weighed it separately, and this was only 2 pounds 8.6 ounces. Okay, so collapsed, the Banshee is going to be 21 inches, and if you use the rip brace and pull it back, this is going to open up to about 23¼ inches long. Now let's go from tip to butt on all the upgrades. Here you can see the new ZEROED linear comp, which is going to send all the blast forward. Here's the new EML, or Enhanced M-Lock handguard. M-Lock at 3 o'clock, 6, and 9. It's different from the original because it's a little bit more narrow, like from top to bottom. So you can see the hand stop extends a little bit farther out, and then it feels more comfortable because it doesn't have any of the sharp edges. So let me show you on the 300. There are a couple, hard edges here, down here. So this is a bit taller and not as comfortable. In 9mm, you're still going to get the 1 in 10 twist barrel. You're going to get radial delayed blowback. So let me open that up and show you. It looks a lot like a AR-15 bolt and bolt carrier group. And radial delayed blowback, it reduces recoil, and in my opinion it's better for suppressed shooting because it delays the cycling, so more gas is going out the front of the barrel. I'll take this out and show you more later, but just for now I'll tell you the bolt carrier group and bolt are almost identical to the Gen 1 Banshee, except they put a stiffer extractor spring and a stiffer ejector spring. So in my original Banshee, I did have some cycling issues at the beginning because the extractor spring was so weak. I changed that out to a BCM extractor, and that fixed everything for me. But some people, they also recommended changing out to a stiffer ejector spring, and it looks like CMMG did that from the factory this time. This time we're getting a polymer dust cover, which I have no problem with really. Daniel Defense does that too. You're going to get a polymer brass deflector, which looks like it's replaceable with these 2 screws. You can see here there's no forward assist, which I'm fine with as well, just I almost never used it. This has a very strong return to battery, so like even when it was dirty I didn't have any problems with return to battery. And then that's what this groove is for, is like if you want to close this very slowly or put a little added pressure on there. CMMG gave us a new ambi charging handle, which I do like. It's I like it a little bit better than the original charging handle, except I'm a little disappointed it doesn't have any gas mitigation features in there, and so I probably will end up changing this out. I just ordered the Silencer Co. gas defeating charging handle, so I'm going to see how that works for me. To me it looks a lot like the basic Radial Raptor charging handle. The lower receiver itself is the same as the Banshee 300, so a little bit of flared magwell. Here's the magazine release. The same kind of crappy trigger, so this is about a 7-pound trigger pull. A little bit gritty on this, but the rest of the features kind of make up for that, and I was going to replace the trigger anyway. Here you have a 60-degree throw safety selector. Very positive clicking on there. A very nice grip in my opinion. Super comfortable. It's a slightly less steep than what's it called, the Magpul MOE, but not quite as vertical as the K2. So I don't know if you saw earlier, I usually put a K2 on most of my pistols, but I don't think I need to change the CMMG one. It's like that good. It has a little slot back here, or compartment, and in here you'll find this little screw for the rib brace. You can see where you would put the screws if you want to have it open only to a predetermined length. Over on the left side here is an oversized bolt catch, bolt release. So this looks a lot like the one from Geisley. I have that on a couple of my pistols and ARs. And with the safety selector, I forgot to mention, the right side is kind of nice and big, easy to swish with your thumb. And then on the other side, I like how they made it a little bit shorter and narrower. So the point of that is that when it's down in the fire position, it's not rubbing against the inside of your hand right there. And then back here we have an ambi sling plate, so 2 loops. The castle nut is not staked, but I prefer this, so that way I can choose for myself whether I'm gonna change this out for something else, or I can just stake it myself. So I prefer when companies don't stake, so that's good. If you didn't see earlier, this is the fastback rip brace, so you can keep it collapsed, and then all you have to do is pull hard, and it'll open up all the way to the last hole. And CMMG said that all of these tubes will be 6 position, so that's a lot better than the 5 position that came in the original 300, because the 5 was way too short, like you felt cramped, and this one used a specialized buffer in there, which this one uses just a standard carbine buffer. And then last but not least, the SBA3 brace on here, which that's my favorite brace, so I'm glad that they put that one on there. The field strip on these is basically identical to an AR, but I wanted to come and show you how the last round bolt hold open works. So I'm about to push up an empty mag, and you'll see that it pushes up on this bar here, and then that's connected to the bolt catch by this little flap here. So you'll see as I push the magazine up, the bolt catch is also lifted up. Here's the Banshee bolt carrier group. As you can see, it has a full auto profile, so that you can run it if you have a full auto lower, or I've shown the Banshee working with a rare breed trigger, so you can find that video on my channel. And then over here, I just wanted to show you guys that the ejector spring is a lot stiffer, and so is the extractor. Like compared to the original, this one depresses very easily. So now that I see that the new Banshees went with a stiffer ejector spring, I'll probably change this one out. So I might make a video on that if you want to subscribe and check that out in the future. So I'll be taking this to the range pretty soon. I want to try the linear comp first, but then I'll probably end up changing it out to an ASR muzzle brake here, so that I can use the ASR mount on my Omega 36M to shoot this suppressed. Alright guys, that's about it. If you have any questions or anything to add, you can leave that down below in the comment section. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and share, and then I'll talk to you guys next time. Here's my main Banshee 300 setup. So this is a Radial ADAC lower, which I highly recommend if you can get one of those. And then back here, there's a JP silent captured spring. I still do plan to make a video on this, and you guys can check that out later if you want.